Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe we have the weekly reset for June 8th to June 15th. If we take a look quickly over here, we know that Revenant Prime, Baruch are back in the game. We also have a lot of free loot you can get, but most importantly, the in-action glyphs alerts this June. What this is essentially Warframe will have alerts, as you can see here. They will have alerts every week from June 6th to 8th, June 13th to 15th, and June 20th to June 22nd. And each one of these will get you Orkan Reactors, Orkan Catalyst, and then lastly a Forma, which is June 20th. Yeah, it's fully built Forma, Kurlevo in action. So each weekend you get an alert and you get the glyph and corresponding Catalyst Reactor and then Forma. With the Orkan Catalyst being this week, Orkan Reactor next week, and so on and so forth. Hello, hello. Continuing on, the Archon hunt itself for the week should be pretty simple. It is the Archon hunt Naira, and looks like I have like an Inaros and really crappy weapons with it, but yellow Archon shard's always good, cast speed is lovely, and I'm never mad at that. Now let's take a quick look at the weekly reset for Incarnon's Duviri on the circuit. We have the Bow Incarnon, Latrin Incarnon, Furus Incarnon, Furix Incarnon, and the Strun Incarnon. All of these are pretty decent one way or another. Dang, I really haven't used much of the Furus heat damage. I really like the Latrin Incarnon because it's a heat waves that bounce off of kind of everything, and it's a good way to jump around and kill a ton of the enemies. So big fan of the Latrin Incarnon. Big fan of, well, I like Strun Incarnon a bit, but this isn't a week that I find everything's amazing. Maybe you like the Furix heavy efficiency heat slam shenanigans. I think Bow Incarnon just turns into a better Bow Incarnon, and it gains a ton of range, like +4 range, so I think it's a really good melee in general if you feel like building it. I just haven't really gone ham on it or anything like that. Like, look at that, pretty good increases, all things considered. Base crit by 12, status by 12. Do status by 34, but never really worth it. So all of these are good. I would probably personally choose Latrin, Bow, Strun, Furus, and then Furix, but it's up to you. They're all good one way or another if you like using them. I've installed all but the Furus, and you know what? All of them other than the Latrin are just like kind of cool, but nothing that I personally love. So they're all good. Go for it. Let me know what you love the most. If we look at the Warframe farms for Incarnons this week, Trinity, Ember, and Excalibur. I'm gonna say this now, I don't think these ones are terrible farms by any means. Base Excalibur is just a quick Lieutenant Lech Krill farm, so he's like very simple. I think Trinity might be the most annoying farm out of all of these, and it's not even like bad because it's an Ambulus farm. There's nothing really special about her parts or anything, so she's a really easy farm, all things considered. And then Ember herself is General Sargus Ruck assassination, so quite literally just farm up whichever one you don't have, because none of these are actually that difficult to farm, like all things considered. No, they're pretty good. Excalibur, Trinity, and Ember, all three of them are really easy, really simple Warframe farms, so honestly, go for whichever you don't have, and you should be good to go. Because it is not hard by any means on that one. Those are really simple, really easy farms. So, let's take a look. Nah, not 1999 yet. Let's take a look at Nightwave. We take a look at Nightwave this week. Hijack a cruise ship from the enemy daily. Complete a mission. Kill enemies with melee weapons. Okay, pretty easy dailies, right? We have complete conduits in disruption. Okay. Polarize a weapon, companion, or warframe. Defeat Aura Worm in Steel Path. And then we just have the normal elite weeklies. Kill 1,500 enemies. Okay. Kill 30 Xmas, 15 missions, and kill 500 enemies. Oh, so that elite weekly is just like the same. No, really easy weeklies this week. I might try to jump on Warframe Monday, Tuesday, and get some of these done. God, I'm just so sad because I'm so busy this weekend. Or sorry, this week day on Monday specifically. But other than that, yeah, I should be okay. So, not too bad. If we look at all the offerings, Some decent enough mods, enemy radar, siphon, exposing harpoon, physique, rifle scavenger, amp, rejuvenation, prism guard for mirage. Very good if you plan to run around and kill everything that way. Pistol scavenger, rumbled for Atlas, would pick that up. Oh, sentient barrage on the Batacore. Okay, that's interesting if you use it. But overall, it's like the Batacore, you know, shotgun scavenger, skull shots, whatever, sprint boost, wild frenzy for the Gricada. Oh god. And then volatile variant. Shots have punch through on the Sporothrix. Barb strikes enemy directly, 50% status chance. Nice. So those are all the mods that Nightwave has this week. Here are all of the skins in general. Good helmets, not too shabby. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. All good, all good. No, they're all good helmets. Not a single one of these I'd say like is a bad looking or ugly helmet. So yeah, very good. Last but not least, the miscellaneous tab. Oh, sick. We actually have the Dark Dagger and the Dark Sword blueprint. Another really good thing, the Gamma color palette. Hero of Duviri display. You have the usual random stuff. Ooh, Noggle statue of the wolf. Make sure to pick up one of those if you don't already have a couple. I think I have like 2 or 3, but they're placed. Or maybe just one other one it's placed. Not actually 100% sure. So either way. We have all that loot here, and other than that, that's about it. So, not too shabby in the slightest. Not too shabby. So, after Nightwave, let's check out the Warframe 1999 seasonal weeklies. We'll just quickly go through these fast. There's nothing like huge, I don't think. If you kill enemies with the Tech Rot with a melee weapon, oh, you can do a Tech Rot survival or an exterminate pretty easily with that. Damage set off at AoE radiation, attack speed for melee, or ability strength. I'd probably choose ability strength, it's just the easiest one. Exilus weapon adapter, yep, choose the Exilus weapon adapter blueprint, it's a good thing to have. Destroy 150 containers. Now this one's easy, but you'll probably want to go on solo exterminate, throw out like your on-call crew, and then use a high-range Limbo or Dante or Ember. There's a lot, but use a high-range Limbo type of character to AoE explode all of the crates, and then just go about your time from there. Or like any other character like I mentioned before. I just kind of use an Exceltra, sometimes I throw on Dante, shoot everywhere and use my AoE, and it gets 150 containers after a couple of runs usually. Really not terrible. Okay, I would choose the Forma here. Good thing it's a fully built Forma. Nothing really to worry about on that. Yeah, not too shabby. Null and Void. Kill 200 Tech Rot with abilities. Okay, so for that one, you'll probably want to do a survival, and you'll get done in 5 minutes, so it shouldn't really be that bad. Take the melee arcane adapter if you don't have the arcanes. Weak points have chance to drop universal orbs, non-allies within 5 meters, melee attack speed, and fire rate. Okay. 5th ability, cast magnetic status effect to an enemy in front of you within 50 meters. I would probably take Magnetic Menace. Yeah, this one here, just for the fun of it. But it's up to you, they're all pretty good either way. Kill 300 enemies with melee weapon. I would do a Tech Rot survival on this, because Tech Rot are just easy to kill. Scaldra are more annoying. Yeah, Mir's birthday. Then this one has Kuva or an Omniforma blueprint. Oh, it is a blueprint, but Omniforma blueprint are rarer, so probably want to grab that. But hey, if you want the Kuva, screw it, grab it anyways. Kill 500 Scaldra troops, go to Scaldra survival. It'll take a while. Scaldra troops are annoying to kill. Gain armor, energy restoration, or punch through to primary weapon. I would probably choose a primary weapon punch through on that one. Yeah, it seems like a generally good idea. Oh well. Here we have Phosphor Cache or Arcane Enhancements Double Pack. I would personally choose the Phosphor Cache if you don't need Arcanes, and that's all there is to it. You'll get more Voss for choosing the Phosphor Cache than the Arcanes. Kill 30 Xmas. Do a Tech Rot survival. Yeah, they spawn really fast. You should be pretty good when you do that. Next up, we have upcoming birthday for Flair's birthday, just around the corner. Okay. And last but not least, we have Mark the Date Big Prize. Kuva Arcanes. Yeah, nothing huge. Choose the Kuva or Arcane. It's up to you. Either way, that is the Warframe 1999 seasonal weeklies this week. It's really not that bad. Those ones are very easy, all things considered. So now we have Deimos, I think, Warframe, Sanctum Anatomica. We're going to go check out Bird 3 and the Elite Deep Archimedea Weekly. It's kind of, you know, usually the same. As long as you have a good Warframe pick and you have a good build for it, you're fine. But hey, it's always different every week, so definitely depends. Brown's wares, sorry, I meant to hit shiny treasures. His wares are still good. Crimson Archon Shard. Yeah, not bad. Red Archon Shard's always good. Strength Archon Shard, Duration Archon Shard, OP. Now, for Elite Deep Archimedea, oh, I have good Warframes. Octavia, Dagoth, or Rhino. Yeah, I love it. Either way, hypersensitive, duration of negative status effects is tripled. Kind of sucks, but not terrible, because Rolling Guard. Lose 2 energy per second, each enemy within 10 meters of you. Yeah, it's also not too terrible. Max energy reduced by 75%. Okay, that kind of sucks. And then max health reduced each time health damage is taken. Okay, that's actually kind of annoying. Max health reduced? Yeah, that one definitely sucks. Whatever. Then we have an alchemy into a survival into a disruption. The alchemy has Xmas units always drop amphors, but there are only units that drop them. Okay, easy. Slain enemies birth with void energy. Enemies only take damage if players is within 15 meters of them. Dang it, you have to go close to enemies. Not terrible, kind of a pain. Life support towers only activate 20 enemies have been killed within 15 meter radius of them. Okay. Rogue arachnids charge attacks, pull warframes towards them. Okay. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies gain 25% fire rate at the cost of 50% ammo efficiency. Honestly, not bad. Finally, the disruption. 2 necromech demolishers will attack any conduit, but their health is reduced. That one is actually annoying. I very much dislike that one. Pain in the ass. Rupturing fragments replace shuffling fragments, and then Guardian Xmas units may be encountered, including Guardius Xmas Necromechs. Okay, all things considered, I think that's actually not that bad. No, I think that's pretty good Elite Deep Archimedea this week, so let me know, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. We'll quickly go check out to see what Teshin has, and then we'll check out Acrithis, and then we will finally check out Elite Temporal Archimedea. Teshin this week, Teshin's a really awesome character. As a shop, Teshin has really awesome weeklies. The issue is Teshin's shop is kind of lackluster outside of the weekly, I'd say, what is it, Relics and Kuva, essentially. So he's kind of a lackluster shop. One of the ways to get Umbra Forma, but outside of that, Teshin's just kind of like mid for most weeks, so let's see if he has like Umbra Forma or anything important this week. Ba-na-na-na. No, not really. Veiled Riven Cipher, Rifle Riven mod. Yeah, nothing great. But Teshin's still the GOAT with the arcane adapters, right? Stance Forma Blueprint. More importantly, you get a lot of Kuva every week if you want, right? 250,000 if you so choose and have the Steel Essence. And all the relics, weekly reset relics, words are hard, are also really nice to pick up. So, really good on Teshin, all things considered. But other than that, Teshin's pretty meh, just because he's a very simple NPC shop. Next up, we have the Dorma Zone here. Acrithis is, now that it's Acrithis for the Duviri Paradox shop, she's one of the better vendors. Reminder, we are getting the Warframe Isleweaver update this June, but we do not know when it's actually going to take place, so keep that in mind. We know it's gonna take place, we just don't really know when, so sick. Next up, we have Acrithis. If we take a look at Acrithis, she has some good scenes, right? Calm stuff, Forma Blueprint, more importantly, her good stuff, Orkin Reactor Blueprint for the week, Orkin Catalyst Blueprint for the week, and Weapon Adapter, other stuff like that. But obviously, Reactor Catalyst at Acrithis, very good. Would pick it up if you could. It's always a good week here and there. And it just so happens that this is Acrithis's good week. So that's not really too bad. The last thing we actually have to check out is Elite Temporal Archimedea. Been a pretty good weekly, fast weekly run. Not too many things going on this week in Warframe. Hopefully we'll have the Warframe Isleweaver update news soon. But sadly at Summer Game Fest and everything, there was literally 0 Warframe and 0 Soulframe news. And that's kind of annoying. So, hey. Lastly, we have Kaya Velasco. With this, we have Elite Temporal Archimedea. Pickups do not heal, and health orbs cannot be used. Yep, cannot be picked up. Sorry. Gear cannot be used. Ooh, that sucks. Gain 1 puncture status effect every time you take damage, and then casting ability reduces armor. Honestly, that's not terrible. Pickups do not heal and health orbs do not heal, but other things heal. I have Volt, Citrine, and Hydroid. I'm good with Citrine. Easy week. Okay, there's no energy reduction, so I'm good to go. Now, Legasite Harvest. As the Legasite evolves, other enemies present also gain new abilities. Beyond the Wall. Murmur enemies join ranks with Scaldra and the Tech Rod. And then lastly, Jade Spirits. Jade Wisps haunt the region. If approached, they chase down the player responsible and transform into Jade Light Beams. So, awesome. Next up is Exterminate. Cache Crash. Consequences of opening a supply cache are active from the start and will intensify once it is opened. Failure to open a supply cache doubles the kill count required to finish the mission. Miasmite Swarm. Tekrot Miasmite Swarm out of the mission through the mission, or swarm out of the shadows through the mission. And then lastly, all enemies have Overguard equal to 50% of their max health. Okay, not bad, not bad. Lastly, Mission 3 Assassination. Thermia Plating, Competitive Streak, Bold Venture. Okay. Did I say all of these ones? Right, Jade Spirit, Beyond the Wall. Yeah, just things are going to be rough. Either way, we have Competitive Streak, Thermian Plating, Bold Venture. Only Thermian RPGs can damage the tank. Reinforcements carry Thermian RPGs will arrive during the fight. It's not bad. Random negative penalties from Amir and Awie's face-off mode will apply throughout the mission. Okay. Then Bold Venture. Enemies deal 50%, take 50% damage, but gain 50% movement speed, attack speed, and fire rate. Okay, so pretty busy assassination shenanigans, all things considered. Will we get beat up? It's hard to say. But I think the assassination, all things considered, was actually pretty easy. So, not bad, right? Like, I'd say not bad at all. I don't know. Maybe you disagree, maybe you agree, but I still think that's not too shabby. So that is it in this week in Warframe for the weekly resets for everything, everybody. Let me know what you think. If it was good, if it was bad, or if you're pretty indifferent. But either way, let me know. Sub, like, and use Epic Games creator code Pupsker to support the channel, and check me out on Twitch or any other social medias. Thank you.